I'm Heather Briggs of My So Quilty Life. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you're here and I've got a fun video planned for you today, so let's dive in. Welcome to the Moda Blockheads 5 Saturday Social. I've teamed up with some of my Moda friends to bring you a fun Saturday filled with nothing but blockheads. Are you so excited? After this video, be sure to check out Coriander Quilts, Fig Tree & Co., A Quilting Life, Robin Pickens, and Moda Fabrics YouTube channels to see what they have planned for you today. If you're new to Blockheads, let me talk about it really quick for you. So Blockheads is a fun, free weekly block of the week where Moda provides you free block patterns that are designed from several different Moda designers. For Blockheads 5, it was split up in 2 rounds. The first round was at the end of 2023. So last year, I believe it ran from August, September-ish to, I believe, November, December. So there were about 9 blocks in that round. And then now we're beginning round 2. That started on January 3rd. I believe that was Wednesday. Today's Saturday, that was Wednesday. And we're getting kicked off. There will be 30 blocks, so it will last from January to the end of July. And each week on the Moda Blockheads blog and on the Facebook group, they will be posting the weekly blocks every Wednesday for you to download and to be able to participate. This is a free, fun block of the week. So I hope you are enjoying making these blocks if you are making it, or I hope that you're planning to join along. It is not too late to ever get started. The block files are always available, I believe, indefinitely on the Facebook group and the blog. You just have to go into each file and download them. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our week 1 block. I'm gonna move some of this stuff. You can kind of see a sneak peek of my block here, but we're gonna talk about it in just a second. So for our block 1, it was designed by Sherry McConnell of A Quilting Life. It is called Dream Big and it is super cute. All of the blocks in Moda Blockheads 5 come in either 6-inch finished blocks or 12-inch. So you can make both sizes or you can make one. The pattern instructions are very detailed, very clear. I am so impressed by all of the detail that Moda gives you in these patterns. They give you places to put your swatches. They give you all the cutting instructions, all of the wonderful instructions. I had a lot of fun making this block because I actually didn't waste a lot of fabric, which was great. And you can download, they have in the patterns, little blocks that you can color to kind of look at how your fabrics go. So head on over to the blog or the Facebook group to download your first block, Dream Big. Okay, so the theme for Blockheads 5 are star blocks. These can be either traditionally pieced or paper pieced. It just depends on the designer and what they designed. So I know some of you have probably already seen my block and you just saw it on my table, but I wanted to show you what my block looked like. So my first block for Dream Big looks like this. Like I said, I had so much fun making it. I hardly ever honestly now make any star blocks. So this is going to be a fun kind of refresher for me. I usually design and make a lot of quilts with flowers and they don't really necessarily have a lot of points that need to match up. So when making this block, I took my time. I made sure I pressed correctly and had a great 1/4-inch seam so I could try as much as possible to have everything match up. I'm a little rusty, but I think after the first couple blocks I will feel a little more confident. But I'm so excited how this turned out. I'm using my Flower Girl fabric collection. So this Flower Girl fabric ships to shops in March. This is my first collection with Moda Fabrics, and I am so thrilled about it. I love this collection so much. It was so much fun to design, and it has been even more fun to sew with. I've made so many quilts already, and I'm just giddy about this collection. It has a beautiful cream tone. So the Bella Solid that matches my collection is porcelain. 182. So Bella 9900 182 is porcelain. This fabric collection comes in some beautiful creams, some tans, a beautiful range of yellows, a beautiful range of pinks into peach, and my favorite color, sage, with green. So I'm using this fabric collection. Again, this ships to shops in March, so you can't quite get it yet, but your favorite local shop should have this on order, and if they don't, tell them they need to get it in so you can sew with it. Okay, so my plan is to to use all of my low volumes in my collection. I have quite a bit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 low volumes in my collection. I'm planning as of right now to use all the low volumes as the background print. That's the plan right now. That obviously could change. And I'm also trying to use just my scraps. So I accumulated a ton of scraps while making all my sample quilts for the Flower Girl release. So I have a ton of scraps. So my plan is to not cut off, not use any of these bundles or any of the yardage that I currently have left from my sample quilts, but to use my my scrap bins from Flower Girl. I wanted to show you what that looks like right now because I have a lot. I don't know, this video is not gonna portray how many scraps, but there are so many scraps. I didn't realize how many scraps I had. I had to go through them and kind of keep the ones that were usable. So my plan is to dig through there each month, make it a little scrappy. For this one, I did use one of my yellows, one of my sage main prints, a pink print, and my low volume. My plan is to kind of possibly, we'll see, go with the color scheme of the kind of grayscale block. So in the pattern, you see that there's a dark gray, so I used my pink for my dark gray. There's a medium gray, I used my green, and there's a light gray, I used my yellow. So that's my plan right now, is to kind of follow that. I wouldn't say I'm the best at color placement sometimes, so I'm really probably gonna stick to this. But I also have something fun for you guys. I designed 3 new settings just for you. These are completely free. Again, you can download this PDF on my blog. I just couldn't decide what setting I wanted to set my blocks in for my quilt. I know that Moda will give us a free setting at the end or some settings, but I kind of wanted to see if I could design something different for myself because, like I said, I make a lot of flower quilts, which means I design a lot of flower quilts. So it's been a long time since I've designed anything with stars or a star inspired quilt, so I thought it would be fun to just design a few settings to see which one I liked. And then I was like, hey, how about I give these away for free to you guys so you can set your blocks in these pretty settings. So I wanted to go over what those settings are really quickly. So this is what the PDF will look like if you print it out. There are 3 settings. The first setting is Star Dance. It finishes at 60 by 60, and it uses, let's see if I can remember. It uses 29 blocks. So again, for round 2, there are 30 blocks. So you will eliminate 1. And what I did is I specified in the pattern what type of background fabric you would need. So for this one, you're using 5 12-inch star blocks. So my whole plan with this is if there is a star block that seems to be a little more challenging, I thought I would maybe make it in a 12-inch. Kind of like I did here. I made this one in a 12-inch because there were a lot of pieces. So I'm just gonna have to see each week what size I'm gonna make that block. So the easier blocks I will try to make 6-inch, and the more difficult blocks I will plan to make 12-inch. Now I have to be careful because, I don't wanna have too many 12-inch and not enough 6-inch. So I kind of have to plan out ahead of time, what I think I'm gonna do. So I might end up with a lot of 12-inch and I'll have to decide, oh no, I have to make it in 6-inch, which is totally fine. But with this pattern, I wanted to create this fun star effect. So you can kind of see that these cluster of 4 6-inch star blocks with a white background will make a star. So in this pattern, I also included some colored background stars. So I thought that was super fun. If you wanted to get even more fancy, you totally could make every place where there is a square, a solid square, you could totally make a colored star block. I think that could be so fun. So I really love this Star Dance setting. Again, so here's the instructions. Every one of these settings come with the fabric requirements you need for the additional fabric that you need, not for the actual blocks. So just the fabric you need to finish it, what type of blocks you need, what size, and then what colored background or white background. So that is the first setting. The second setting is Diamond Twist. Now, this one is for all of you 6-inch small block lovers. You know who you are. You love the challenge. You love the challenge of making 6-inch or small blocks. So that's really not me, although I will have to make some 6-inch and challenge myself. But I made this setting for you if you like a challenge. So each of these blocks is a 6-inch block with a white background. So it's got this diamond effect. That's why I called it diamond twist. And you can also feature some of your favorite fabrics, either from your stash or from your fabric collection. I colored all of these patterns in the Flower Girl fabric collection so that you could kind of see what that could look like. But this pattern is super simple. It is just a bunch of half square triangles, essentially. Half square triangle blocks. To complete this setting, you will need to make 36 6-inch star blocks with the white background. Now, round 2 has 30 blocks. So you will have to either duplicate a couple of your favorite, or you can go back to round 1 and make 6 blocks from there. So really, it's up to you. If I make this setting, I will probably pull from the first round as well. And then if there's any blocks in the second round that, you know, maybe I'm not fond about, I will probably make one from the first round. So that is Diamond Twist. The last one is for my traditional lovers. I'm a traditional lover, okay? I love more traditional things, but I really love this. I made a quilt similar to this back like a couple of years ago, and it is one of my favorite quilts. So I decided to draw up this setting for you. This uses 6 12-inch star blocks with a white background, and let's see, there are 24 of your 6-inch blocks. And this one's fun. This has a lot of sashing that you can put in there. You can put a low volume as you're sashing, some beautiful cornerstones to highlight fabric, and then a fun border. You can also, with this one and most of the settings, add additional blocks if you want to make it larger, or maybe take this row out if you want a square quilt. So this one, again, uses 30 blocks. So if you're looking to make all of the blocks in round 2, this is a good option for you. Again, you can download each of these settings as one PDF on my blog. I will link it below. Now, I put out a poll on my Instagram, and there actually is one on my blog right now. So if you want to help me decide which one to make, I don't want to go any further, because what if I end up with this one? Then I need to make all 6-inch blocks. So if you'll go on my blog and vote which one you think I should do. There was a lot of votes so far from my social media for Star Dance, so I am leaning more towards this one. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to highlight all of my Flower Girl fabrics and my blocks, as well as give me some different block sizes with the colored background. So far, I think it was 78% on my Instagram story poll that 78% of you liked this one. So I'm leaning towards this one. Let me know what you think. Take my poll in my blog. Also, leave a comment below. Let me know which one I should make, and also let me know which one you love the most. Are you more of this one with Star Dance? Do you want to challenge yourself and make the star blocks with Diamond Twist? Or are you a traditional lover and you are starstruck for Starstruck? All right, again, let me know which one I should do. This will actually be my first ever blockheads quilt I've ever made. I've been familiar with blockheads for a while, but this is the first time I've ever made I think even a block. So this is my first block, so this is a big deal. But I've never put together an entire quilt, so this is my first one ever. So I actually don't have any quilts or other blocks from other rounds of blockheads to show you, like some of the other ladies will in the next videos. So I really hope you enjoy popping over to their videos to see their past quilts, because I've seen past blockheads quilts and they are amazing, which makes me even more excited to get this put together. So guys, don't forget to download your settings. Make your block, go get your block pattern to make your Dream Big block by Sherry. It is a lot of fun to make. And if you haven't already, join the Moda Blockheads Facebook group. There is a ton of inspiration, a ton of talent, and it is a lot of fun to see everybody's blocks each week, kind of see what fabrics they're into, see what fabric placement they do. Some people don't even do the same fabric placement, and it makes the block look entirely different. So I have linked that Facebook group below. Be sure to join that if you're not already. So guys, don't forget, this is our Saturday Social. So now, go on over and hop on Corey Yoder's channel at Coriander Quilts. Also, go to Fig Tree & Co.'s channel a Quilting Lives channel, Robin Pickens channel, and don't forget to stop by the Moda Fabrics YouTube channel. Lisa Alexander, the wonderful Moda Lisa, will be talking all about Moda Blockheads. This is going to be a fun Saturday, and you're ready to see all the fun that we have planned for you, and then you're inspired to start sewing later today. So thank you so much for being here. Again, I will link everything below that I mentioned. I hope you have a wonderful quilty day. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.